G'day, Spice Legends. Welcome to BURNIN Down Under, the hottest show down under. Today we are joined by Adam, the Chilli King Connell, the New South Wales Chilli Champion. He's done some pretty impressive things. He's done some pretty crazy things, actually. One of those we can't talk about yet because we're both signed an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, with somebody. But very soon we'll be able to reveal what that is as well in the coming months. But obviously, Adam has done some pretty exciting things. You guys saw him at the Parramatta Spice Fest as well not long ago, smashing down Carolina Reapers, not a care in the world. He's certainly a contender of the Australian Chilli Championship. So let's get the show on the road, eh?
It's time to play the game. Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control and if you can take it. All about your debt and if you can pay it. It's all about pain and who's gonna make it.
Hey, Adam, how you doing, legend?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, awesome, mate. How you feeling after that Parramatta Spice Fest, mate? Which you just absolutely opened.
Wasn't too bad. It was pretty bad backstage first up, like getting those Carolina Reapers back up.
Yeah, you only had to eat 2 to beat Mate, and then you ate 7.
Yeah,
What happened?
I saw the Carolina Reapers in front of me, and I'm like, yeah, because I really like Reapers. They're so nice. And I was just like, oh, yeah, I'll eat the ones that I've got in front of me. And then I saw the ones in the bag in the middle of the table, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just grab a couple of them. And
I'll have me some of those. You munched them down like Doritos.
I wanted to eat them all. Like, honestly, I wanted to eat them all. But then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, I've got to ride home. So I don't want to wreck myself because I'm on my motorbike and there's no one that can pick me up.
So you sort of chickadee checked yourself before you wrecked yourself. Is that what happened there?
Yes.
And that was the funny thing too. The reason why we're here today, guys, is like you said, you actually forgot about the interview we were going to do there because you're up in the clouds with the chili high as well, obviously. Yeah. That's right, mate. We made it work.
Would have been good to do the interview there at the Chili Fest, but I clearly forgot about it. And
That's right. And life happens, and it was probably actually sort of worked out because it rained a couple of times. It rained before the chili competition, weirdly enough, and then it rained, I think, twice after the chili competition as well. Reapers are nice, someone says. Question mark. So I think in the end it worked out. Obviously we don't want our electronic gear all wet and whatnot. But you've got a few different things to play with today, mate. What do you got there for us? You're going to play with while we're talking.
Oh yeah, I got quite a few little things to play with here. So
because you walked away with a cheeky prize pack at the end of that one, you got first place, $100, a trophy, custom trophy. What did you think of the BURNIN trophy, mate? It was pretty cool.
Pretty good. It's different
nice
to the other ones.
Yeah,
it's different to the other ones, so it's good.
We try to do things a little bit differently at BURNIN Down Under. We try to be a little bit original, and I like running custom things as well. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah. And did you like your little prize pack, mate? Like everyone got a prize pack. First, second, third.
Definitely like the prize pack.
Nice. And I see some cheeky Reapers there today as well, mate. So you're obviously enjoying some nice... They're pretty sizable points, weren't they?
4 Carolina Reapers.
Oh, is that all?
And, I believe are they candied...
Candied chocolate Reapers.
No, these ones are just the normal Reapers, but the ones in the tub are the candied ones from the comp, from the Chili Fest.
Yeah, the candied chocolate Reapers.
Choc Reapers?
Oh, no, I've made an error.
Oh, no, I thought they were... Okay, yep. No, I thought they were the other the other chilies.
Scorpions.
The Scorpions.
Similar. Yeah, we've got some Scorpions in the competition as well. But those are not Scorpions. I'm sure you'll find it out pretty bloody quickly.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the first thing you got to play with today, mate? What do we got to do there?
So the first thing, I'm going to sort of start off a little bit sort of lightish. So the first thing we're going to play with today, Uncle
Florida.
Mungo's habanero ketchup.
Oh, that's a brilliant sauce. That is a
5
beautiful
out of
sauce.
10.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've heard it's a really nice sauce. I haven't tried this one yet, but I've heard it's a really nice sauce. So,
I have to say, Uncle Mungo's sauces are very, very balanced. They're really balanced. I don't know how he does it. They're one of the most balanced sauces or sauce producers out there.
Yeah, I've heard
honestly.
they are. His sauces are so nice.
And he's got some really sexy. He's got a sexy wing sauce as well. There's some really good flavors. When I first heard about the COVID-19 sauce, I was like, oh, that's cheeky. But then I tried it, and I was like, that's a really good sauce. It's hot and it's balanced. And what are you putting on there, mate? Is that a bit of cabanossi?
Yeah, cabanossi.
Oh, good one. All right. So doing a line of cabanossi / magic sauce on the eggs and hot dogs all the time. That's the one. All right. Well, let's start with the obvious stuff, mate. Being a bit of a chili champ, let's sort of go back to where it all began. Tell us a bit about your first chili experience, mate. Everyone seems to have that first major chili experience in their repertoire. What was the first one to you?
The first time I really actually had anything hot, well, it was when I really first found out that I really liked hot food. I was 13 and we went out for dinner to a Thai restaurant. And me not knowing, I didn't know Thai food. I didn't know what I was eating, what I was ordering or anything. And I ended up ordering green Thai curry chicken. And it was bloody hot.
Yeah.
Like at 13, that was bloody hot. Like I was sitting there sweating and my parents are sitting there and they're just laughing. My sister's pissing herself laughing. And yeah, it was just like, what the hell? Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure green curry is the hottest thing on the menu there, isn't it? In Thai restaurants. Pretty sure green curry is the hottest thing on the menu, isn't it? Like I think it's the hottest curry you can get.
Green Thai curry chicken is the hottest dish on the menu.
Yeah, because I feel like when I go, I really enjoy the red curry. I think it's got the best kind of flavour. But the green curry is definitely, like, heat-wise, it's definitely the best heat-wise.
Heat-wise, it's definitely
for
up
sure. There. Yeah. And so, how old? He's 13, and what was going through your head then?
I was just like, wow, like, how can people eat this? Like, it's so hot. But I just kept eating it. Like, and I was thinking, like, my parents were saying, like, if it's so hot, why do you keep eating it? And I'm like, because it's bloody nice.
Because it's tasty,
like,
you know.
It's tasty, and just the burn, like, the heat was just kept wanting me to go back for more.
Yeah, it's really addictive, isn't it? And that's the thing, like what you're saying there, that comes back to the argument of flavour versus heat, you know? And there's people like, oh, you got to heat, you got to have flavour. I'm like, no. Hang on. If you can get both, it's way better because then you've got a better incentive to go back for more, you know?
Yeah.
And like that's the saying, there's sources out there, like the COVID-19 Delta that I've tried and COVID-19 and the demonic and all these other ones where you're going, oh, God, that's so good, but it's fucking hot, but I'm going for some more, you know, because it's that good, you know, it's that incentive, you know, that flavor incentive. And if producers can create that, then obviously it's the best kind of combination to create. Yeah. And, you know, because it's one thing to create a challenge source going, cool, I've done that now, you know, like, and then you like just put it down and it's like part of your pretty collection, look at it, but you're not eating it regularly and you're not regularly selling it, obviously. Some people might, the burn is super addictive. Some people run from it. We run towards it. That's right. But obviously at the same time, if it has flavor, you're just going to keep going back for more, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's too much, if it's just too much of the burn, then you're just not gonna.
Who made your shirt, Adam? For the record.
Yeah. Chili Head for life.
Who made your shirt, mate?
This is made by Tracy's Chili Obsession.
There we go. Yeah, so Tracy's. I think I've seen a few of those rusty kind of looking shirts. They're pretty cool, eh? I think there's a whole range, isn't there? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, there's a few different shirts with different writing on it. So yeah.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. All right, so let's get into the next one. What's the next tasty treat you got there for us, mate?
So the next tasty treat I got here is we're going to go with. I've already opened this one, and I tell you what, I love this one. This is absolutely amazing. Like, full credit to this guy for this sauce because my God, it's It's hot. It's got a good bite to it, but my God, the flavour is absolutely amazing. So again, Uncle Mungo's Mango Reaper.
Oh yeah, that actually is a pretty fantastic
9
sauce.
out of 10, but my God, it is. I put this on everything. Absolutely
Yeah.
everything.
See, I wasn't that much of a mango fiend until I got into the chili world, and mango goes so well. It seems to pair really well with a lot of
Oh, yeah.
different chili combos. So obviously, it's good to see that in there. There's some really good fruits that seem to pair well with certain sauces and products and flavors, and mango seems to be such a winner. And I think pineapple is really up there as well, mate. So, one of the questions that obviously people are going to ask you a lot and are probably interested, being a chili competitor, how often do you eat chili and have spicy food? Obviously, there's this pre-comp, and then there's obviously now training for a comp. Like, so before you do comps in a normal day, how often do you eat chili? And then working up to a comp, how often are you eating spicy stuff? So tell us about that.
I'd say over the last probably over the last 2 years, I eat chili almost every day. I love 2-minute noodles. I absolutely love 2-minute noodles. So I'll cook up 3 packets of 2-minute noodles. And on a good day, if I'm feeling like a really good burn, I'll put quarter or half a bottle of hot chili sauce on it.
Nice.
I've actually when was it? Not yesterday. Tuesday, I think it was. I cooked up 2 packets of noodles, and I put half a jar of the mango paste in it.
Yeah, right.
And it was, oh my God.
Is that rocking the?
What's that?
Is that rocking the Meagor ring?
What's that?
Is that rocking those Meagor ring noodles? The cheap Meagor ring.
Meagor ring, yeah.
Yeah, they're bloody river, those ones. Yeah. That all the 2-minute noodles, mate. The magic 2-minute noodles. They're pretty good too. Yeah. No, good one, mate. And
the Magic Fusion Meagor ring.
Yeah.
And I just put half a jar of the Chili Factory's Reaper paste in it, and But
so that's building up. That's before a comp. Before you begin comps, right? And are you eating them like once a day or a couple of times a day, chili products, when you're not training for a comp?
When I'm not training for a comp, a couple of times a day.
Right. Now that you're training for the Australian Chilli Championships, what are we looking at?
Training for the Australian Chilli Championships, like I'm eating the raw pods, so I'm eating the Reapers.
That is a big Reaper.
I'm going to attempt to do these. Savage Gummy Bears.
They're actually in the comp too, actually. Each of you will be getting 2 each.
And if I'm feeling extra brave, I'm going to have a crack at the Death Incarnate.
Death Incarnate? Yeah. That'll tickle. That's for sure.
Even when I'm not training for a chili comp, I'm eating chilies at least twice a day. Like, usually of a morning I go down and I get a bacon and egg roll for me and the missus, and I get the bacon and egg roll, and I have to take it apart, and I have to put hot chili sauce on it, like my Reaper sauces. A couple of times I've actually chopped up a Carolina Reaper in small pieces and put it in the bacon and egg roll.
Nice. And so the gummy bears are fun, and the honey is stupid tasty. That's his daddy. But was there anything extra that you're doing with your training at the moment that's out of the ordinary? Because obviously Australian Chilli Championships coming up. It's not a normal competition. Is there anything that out of the ordinary that you're doing to push the limit, push the envelope?
The only really thing out of the ordinary that I'm doing now that I'm training for the chili comps is I'm actually doing the sauces. Like I'll just out of nowhere, like yesterday I was walking, I was going to the back laundry, and as I was walking through the kitchen, I just, for no other reason than, I don't know, that I felt like it, I went to the cupboard, grabbed a spoon, went to the fridge, grabbed out my Reaper sauce, poured some Reaper sauce on the spoon and just ate it. And then closed the fridge and continued on to the laundry.
So I see some guys are going, I bet he do be showing me push-ups there and get a bit of training in. You're like, I better get some sauce in and do a bit of training there. That's good. That's good, mate. Obviously, so you find excuses to to try and keep pushing it in, and that's good. Obviously, you got to keep pushing.
Yeah, just random times
pushing
I'll walk past the fridge and I'll just grab one of the hot sauces.
You've been asked, have you got any tink left? They're great training tools before comps, Tracy says.
Oh, yes. Do you want to go grab some?
If you want, mate, I won't stop you. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right then. Well, Spice Legends. Yeah, so obviously things are getting pretty crazy. Again, we've only got 2 days. Two days to the Australian Chilli Championship, right? If you're on the east coast of Australia, it's this Saturday, August 13th, 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. If you're in Western Australia, that is 4 p.m. Saturday. Leanne, can't wait to see. Oh, which tink have we got there to play with, mate? Oh, you got 3.
4.
Which tinks are those, mate? 4.
So we got Sadistic Strawberry.
Sadistic Strawberry.
We've got Darkness.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. G'day, Kylie.
We got Ballistic Blueberry.
Oh, geez.
Now we got this one. This one is a mixture of 2 of Tracy Chilli's
Stigmata.
So this is Stigmata, and it is mixed with a jar of hot honey, Reaper honey.
Interesting.
So you'll notice it's sort of thick and claggy on the bottom.
Yeah.
Because I haven't shaken it for a while.
Got to shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, mate. And your nickname is the Adam the Chilli King. Maybe it should be called Adam the Tink King. Far out. Because I've seen you weren't just doing droppers, you were sculling. What was it, Enigma?
I do Robbie droppers.
Yeah, but I watched you do a whole bottle of something not long ago. What was that? Do you remember?
Oh, that was Tracy's new Inferno, was it?
Oh, was it Inferno or Enigma?
Oh no, it was Enigma, yes.
Yeah. Enigma's making an appearance in the competition, but it's a bit more than a Robbie dropper.
Yeah.
So that will be some fun stuff for people if they make it that far. Oh yeah. What's the next one we're playing with today?
Well, the next one we're going to play with is, I haven't tried this one yet. I imagine it's going to be nice. Again, I'm not 100% sure.
Rock of the Cabernet again.
This one is Dexter's Hot Sauce number 6, Carolina Reaper and Capsicum. Oh
yeah, I'm well acquainted with this one. That's from Jackson. Dexter is his dog, and he loves the old Dexter's Laboratory as well. He's a bit of a fan of the show too. Thus Dexter's Hot Sauce, which is awesome. He has some great flavors.
I've had a couple of the Dexters. So I've got Dexter's Mango and Habanero and Mango, which is beautiful.
That's really good. I like the pineapple one too. Actually, it's a good combo. So one of the Dexter's flavors will actually be in the competition as well. There's a whole shot of Dexter's in there as well. So that'll be fantastic. It's a big shout out to Jackson. He's an absolute legend. All the way down there where he is, mate. He's an absolute legend, and I can't wait to see him again in the next competition. So, matey, while you're chewing that one down, every chili head seems to have a best chili experience, mate. Tell us about your best chili experience, Adam the Chilli King Connell.
Well,
being a bigger chili head for life, obviously, you've got to have some interesting experiences.
My best chili experience, we can't talk about that just yet.
Yeah. We did sign an NDA, but that will be coming out the coming months.
That will come out. But
I'm very excited when we can talk about that.
Aside from that, I would have to say probably one of my best chili experiences. I did the Dion Forbes when he had Hellfire hot sauces. I did the Mad Hatter's Chili Challenge.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, that's a pretty cool challenge.
50 ml shots of chili-infused alcohols. I've actually got some of them still.
What was your favourite flavour from them? Do you remember what the favourite flavour was?
My favourite flavour, I think my favourite flavour was actually the hottest one, which was number 10, which was, I believe it was Carolina Reaper chili with, what's that? It's like a bourbon.
Yeah. Like Jack Daniels or something, or?
No, it wasn't Jack Daniels. It was
American Honey?
no, it wasn't the American Honey Sting. No, it was it's a it might not even be a bourbon. It might have been
A whiskey or something.
it might have been a whiskey or something. But it was oh gosh, can't remember the name of it. It's American.
Is that the one with the red wax melted over it? Maker's Mark.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. No, good one. Tracy's asked me why I'm not eating any hot stuff with him right now. That's because I have had some issues with my location set up. So I have had too much stuff to carry around, and people look at me funny when I walk into a establishment with a lot of different products going. You can't do that. That's one of the reasons. Plus, anything that I eat will look really silly in comparison to what Adam's eating, because he's on a completely different level to me, and he's training the Australian Chilli Championship. So I'm not going to take any glory away from him, not that I could even try. But obviously, I'd much prefer you guys to watch what Adam eats, because he's on a completely different level. So I'm not taking anything away from Adam, because, my God, he is an absolute psycho in every competition I've seen. So there's no point in me eating anything hot right now, because you could enjoy what Adam can do with his tolerance. Yeah, there you go, Jersey. Anyway, so what was it? So that was your favourite one. And did you end up finishing that challenge?
Yeah, I did. I ended up finishing the challenge along with, I think there was about 7 people that finished the challenge.
Yeah, not many people. People in the gag reflex that one.
They put everyone's name in a random name.
That's right, Daniel Flynn.
Just a random name changer, and my name came out first.
There you go.
So, I mean, I finished the challenge along with 7 others. I was just lucky enough to have my name pulled out first.
There you go. Yeah, fair enough. All right. So we what's the next one you're going to play with, mate? What's the next?
So the next one I'm going to play with is I haven't tried this one, but I wouldn't mind trying this one. This is Hillbilly Chili's Strawberry Carolina Reaper.
Oh, that is a beautiful flavour. That is an absolute beautiful flavour. Between that and the blueberry, they're such good flavors, and they're like dessert sauces, and you just pour it on your ice cream. And and people asking me, what do you think about these ones? I'm like, those two are my favorites. That and the ghost steak sauce is just really fantastic.
I've heard the ghost steak sauce is really nice.
And Hillbilly Chili, one of his flavors will actually be in the competition too. Be a whole shot of that one. Yeah. It's got hell in the title, if that helps anyone. Oh, there's a hit there. What's that? Is that a snake?
It's a snake.
I was going to say, you're showing us your snake already, mate. Far out.
I didn't want to ruin the sauce by putting it on a bit of
something different. A
bit of the
sweet instead.
So yeah, I thought I'd do it with something sweet instead. So I'm gonna dunk a snake inside it.
Dunk your snake in the sauce, mate. Hey, there you go. That's a spicy snake. So we were just talking about your best chili experience, matey. Every chili head seems to always have that worst chili experience up their sleeve, where they're just like, oh man, that one time I wasn't going to eat chili ever again. It's sort of like that moment where you're like, never drinking again, but it's sort of like nearly eating chili again. What was that moment for you where you just really hit the wall and you're just going, I don't think this is for me anymore, and where you at least second guessed yourself at least once,
That moment for me was the Central Coast Chili Festival. I just finished. I just won the Australian Extreme Meatball Challenge at the Central Coast Chili Festival, and
which is fucking hard.
Against your advice and Rob Dunn's advice, I did not purge straight away. I was too busy talking with everyone and taking photos and having fun. Took 3.5 hours for my body to say, time to get rid of it. Yeah. And by that time, my body had processed so much of the extract and the sauce that Literally, my body just went into shutdown. I passed out. I passed out on the top hill for. I was unresponsive for 10 minutes.
As in like unconscious.
As in unconscious.
Shit.
St. John's ambulance were on the brink of ringing an ambulance because they couldn't. My nephew was there at the time, and he was saying, "Oh, he's fine. He does this all the time. You know, he does these challenges all the time and that."
But you do usually get rid of it, and I've seen you're like, "See ya," wow, and that time you didn't go. Right.
Yep. But yeah, it just didn't want to come up at the time, and so I figured, well, you know, when my body's ready to get rid of it, it'll get rid of it. But by that time, my body had processed too much, and basically, I was laying on the grass, just unresponsive for 10 minutes. It was only the fact that I'd started after about 10 minutes, I'd started coming around. And even when I come around, St. John's ambulance is like, "Look, we're going to ring an ambulance." And I'm like, no, look, I'm fine. I just need some time to just
process.
Sort of compose myself.
Yeah.
And they stayed with me for another half hour and just kept giving me water and kept giving me honey and everything. And just after that, it was pretty fine. My son had to come and pick my motorbike up because I couldn't ride. And I spent another day and a half in bed because honestly, I couldn't do anything. What's that?
I have a video of Adam overindulging chili stuff at Jason's. I'm sure that he regrets.
Yes.
So look, they say hindsight is 20/20, mate. What do you take away from that moment? Have you learned? Is there something you learned? Is a technique you learned where you just go righto straight to the loo after? I don't care.
Something I've learned from that is two things I've learned from that. Listen to the judges when they tell you to do something. Do it.
It's for a good reason.
They're not saying it for the fun, for your own fun or for their own benefit. It's for your benefit. So,
and I'm going to say that now, ahead of the competition, the Australian Chilli Championship, whatever you do, do not, I repeat, do not keep this shit in your fucking body. Remove this as quickly as you can. Any way you can. I don't care. Get rid of it. You know, you should not keep it in your body. You should not keep it in your insides. You should not keep it in your internal organs. Remove it any way you can. I don't care if you get some surstroming, some smelly fish, whatever. The 2 fingers, your aim is to purge that out of your body any way you can. This is going to suck. And if you can process that capsaicin, no matter what you do, those cap cramps are going to suck in a way that you are not prepared for or in a way that you have never felt before because it is just,
brutal.
It's brutal. And I've tried every single one of these. And again, each one of these rounds for a normal person are not okay. So you guys, what you guys are taking on are full on. I have the utmost respect for you. Everyone that's watching should have the utmost respect for you guys. Each one of these rounds, normal people cannot do. There's no way. No non-chili heads cannot do or attempt what you guys are doing. The reason why you guys have been selected is you are not normal people. You guys are beyond the bounds of what normal people are and above a certain level of chili heads as well. So every person has gone in with training. Or they should be going in training, and every person knows how to purge, or should know how to purge and remove these items from their body.
I had a bit of trouble at the chili at Spice Fest. Normally purging for me isn't a problem, but for some reason I had trouble at the Spice Fest. It just wouldn't come up. Like I drank a full 2-liter bottle. I drank a full 2-liter bottle of the juice, the cordial, straight.
Yep.
And I still drank probably, I'd say, 1.5 liters of that 2-liter bottle you gave me, and nothing would come up.
Yeah. It's funny. Sometimes the cordial works, sometimes the lemon juice works, and sometimes the milk works. I feel if you're trying to get rid of it, the best thing for you usually is milk, because once you get to a certain limit of milk, your body goes, we don't want this here anymore, and it just either curdles. At a mix, so maybe go the milk after. I think
it was 1.5 liters of milk that actually finally did it. Because
I was surprised. We had 9 liters of milk and it was all gone at the end of the comp. I was like, is this enough milk? Just enough. So that obviously was saying something, So there you go. You might not be Superman, but you're definitely above Batman. I'll tell you what.
I mean, full credit to those. Full credit to the people, the ones that actually did the comp at Spice Fest at Parramatta. Due to being because it was a timed event, I actually really loved it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So you're right. So
I made third place by 1 second.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the thing, and like they gave you a run for money. We had that event was designed basically out of necessity because we had a hectic schedule with Spice Fest. They had so many beautiful dancers and performers and things like that. But because of that, we obviously had to stick to a very strict time schedule. So they've given us X amount of time, no more, no less. So we're like, cool, speed rounds. And that's why, some people are good with speed and some people are not. And we designed it where it was automatic knockout no matter what, Yeah,
I think it was more the case because I think it was the coconut. Was it the coconut slice?
Oh, the Lamingtons.
It was either the coconut slice or it was either the Lamington or the vanilla slice. But it was so dry I couldn't swallow it. I just couldn't get any moisture in my mouth to swallow.
Right. And, that being said, that's going to be one of the rounds in the National Australian Chilli Championship.
Yeah.
But what you ate was half of one.
Yeah, but that was only half. Is it?
No, that's not time. That's right.
No,
but keeping that in mind, you said it was dry. Right.
It is.
Remember,
dry,
what are you going to do? Just think in your mind. What are you going to do? Oh, the gears are ticking because everyone's going. Oh, hang on, because it's not just that assault on heat. It's actually a great flavor, wasn't it? Like the first 30 seconds.
It was beautiful. Like honestly, the flavor was amazing.
Yeah, and that's all like from Chili Sweet.
Absolutely amazing. That is the sort of thing that I would go back for over and over and over again and eat.
100%. And then you obviously got the chili caramel slice. What did you think in comparison? Was that drier or more of a wetter, moister?
It was more wetter. It was more. It was more moist.
Yeah.
It was definitely easier to.
But then in heat-wise, how did that compare to the Lamington?
Heat-wise, compared to the Lamington, it was a lot hotter. It was definitely a lot hotter.
Oh, yeah.
But I found it a lot easier. I found the texture and, because it was moist, so I found it easier to swallow.
Digest and get down. Okay, all right, good. And do you feel that was better to follow the Lamington because it was moister? Does that make sense?
It's hard to say. It might have been better if it was before because then it might have moistened the mouth a bit. But I'm kind of thinking, maybe if there were I know we wouldn't have had time, but if there were more rounds in it and it was further back, you might have been salivating more, so you would have produced a bit more moisture to swallow. So.
Yeah. So one of the things I've had some comments on is why is there so many goddamn sauces in this competition? There's 12 shots of sauce, right? But with so many dry products, you might be begging for that moisture before and after.
At one stage,
So it might be the right combo. It might be the right balance. Maybe there is a reason why there's so much wet stuff in there to balance out that dry. So remember that, guys. Before anyone jumps to conclusions, there is a reason. There is a method to my madness. People say I'm insane, but there is a method to the madness. All right, mate. So what's the next thing we've got to play with, mate?
So next thing we're going to play with is
Whoa! Put that away. No, I'm just kidding. Put that away. I don't want to see that. Sorry, had to say that at least once.
That's okay. So I'm just gonna go straight out there, and I'm gonna do a Robbie dropper of Stigmata honey.
Oh yeah. So is the Stigmata honey? Is that a mixture that was originally mixed with the honey by Tracy, or did you mix it?
No, I did it.
Oh, okay. And where did you get the honey from? Is it a particular?
I got the honey from Tracy Chilli as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. She had a jar of what she calls hot honey.
So Daniel
And,
Flynn says,
I said
"No,
to her
dude,
one
it's
day-
just madness."
I said to her one day, I feel like just putting some of the hot honey in the stigmata, and she's gone, yeah, try it, see what it's like. And so I did, and it's amazing. Like it's got that full-on burn of the stigmata, but then it's got that kick from the honey as well. Like it's so nice.
Does it linger more because of the honey?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I find it coats the mouth and the throat a bit more, and yeah, just sort of really.
I find that with honey products, it doesn't digest or melt down the mouth as much. It doesn't dissolve. It sticks in the tongue a lot longer too.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, I'll let you eat some of that one. Tracy's hot honey is so tasty, says Daniel. Yum. Back to what Daniel Flynn was saying. No, dude, it's just madness. That reminds me of that 300 quote where he goes, "Madness. This is Sparta." And he's like, "This is the Australian Chilli Championship." All right, mate, go for it, buddy.
All right, so
getting the whole dropper. Wow, that is a full ass dropper. She's full to the brim, mate. Woohoo!
Full to the brim. So yep.
All right, go for it, my man. Oh wow! It just empties the whole thing. Ouch! Hey-yo. But the honey helps with the heartburn, I'm sure. Yeah, probably, Rob. Yeah, probably. What do you think? Gets the hiccups. Do you think the honey helps with the heartburn, mate?
Nah.
No, fair enough. So, look, we were just talking about it.
Hot.
It's bloody hot. Yeah, it's got you. You got the hiccups too. So, what does the family and friends think of these things that you do?
Oh, they think I'm
crazy.
They think I'm a mental. They think I'm a mental buffoon.
Is that you got a bit of a booger as well, mate? But what's it called? They think you're a buffoon, or
Yeah.
Does anyone see any merit in what you're doing, or they just think you're in a mental case? Oh, where do you go? Oh, right at the nose running too much. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be standard as well. I suggest that everybody gets a whole reel of toilet paper or what's it called, paper towel for the competition as well. There's going to be some runny bloody noses, whether you like it or not. Yeah, good stuff. How's it burn now, mate?
Oh, mate, that is insane.
Tracy's checking 4B.
The mouth's just can't stop salivating.
Yeah.
That is insane.
And that was stigmata with honey.
That was stigmata mixed with hot honey.
And so I'm some sinus relief, Danny Wilson says. No COVID around you, mate. No way. I'd be afraid of you. But I'm guessing you're aware that Enigma is hotter than the stigmata too, isn't it?
Yes.
Like you tried that. Yeah. So obviously doing a Robbie dropper of the old Enigma is going to be pretty full on.
I just had an incoming call.
Video it didn't happen, Tracy says. You just got on video. All right, so obviously the people think you're a bit crazy. Is anyone else proud of you? Like the business proud of you, or
oh yeah, they're all proud of me. Like they're happy that they're happy that I've found something that I love doing.
Good passion.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously, you're not doing drugs or anything like that. And it's not you're not hurting anyone. You're just yourself.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. So it's a pretty good hobby. But we'll delve into the next one, mate. What's the next flavour or product that you got to play with tonight?
So the next thing I'm going to do, we're going to really, really ramp things up here.
Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Yum, yum, cabanossi. Is that what you're saying in your mind? You're going to say that during the comp? Go, it's just cabanossi. It's just chicken nuggets.
Through my mind, I'm going to think, yeah, cabanossi.
Or are you more of a fiend into something else? Is there something else where you can just eat all day? I remember when I was at the Canberra Chili Festival, one of the guys they were yelling out, just going, "It's just chicken nuggets, mate. It's just chicken nuggets," because this guy was obsessed with chicken nuggets. He loved chicken nuggets. Yep. I go, "It's just chicken nuggets. Just pretend it's chicken nuggets." Is there something that you could eat all day where you would convince yourself it's just this? It's just this thing, like.
Yeah, probably mini meat pies.
Mini meat pies. You go, it's just mini meat pies. It's just mini meat pies. It's just another pie. Yep. Is that what you're going to say to yourself in your head, or what do you? Yeah. Okay. So what do you got to play with there, man? What's this thing shaking up? Oh, he's still definitely burning, getting grilled a bit.
Oh, that's stigmata and hot honey. Oh my god, my
It's a security camera behind your head. Is that a security camera behind your head?
What's that?
Is that a security camera behind your head?
No, it's a floodlight.
Ah, I was like, oh, okay. What's
Just the
going
bottom
on there?
base of a floodlight up there.
Ah, okay. Even better.
Over this way, and up. Over this way.
Yeah, getting there. Yeah, there you go. There it is.
Yep. Yeah, it's the bottom base of a floodlight.
All right. So what's this next one you're playing with, mate?
Again, this is Uncle Mungo's. COVID-19 Delta.
Delta. So that's 3.3 million Scoville. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hot bloody sauce, that one. And she's
yeah,
tasty though. She's tasty though. That's the weird thing about those sauces. They're well balanced for how hot they are. They really are. You know? Yeah, and this one is making an appearance in the Australian Chilli Championship. So let us know how you go, because this will be right in there. You're going to have a whole shot of this in the top. Yeah. All right, so whacking on the Cabanossi. So while you're eating that, mate, I want to ask you, so who will be cheering you on? Have you got a cheer squad for the night? And where are you going to be competing when you do this Australian Chilli Championship, representing New South Wales nonetheless as well? Oh, in the Cabanossi. You're an evil man, says Danny. Thanks, Danny. Thunder. On a highway to hell. Wow. Yeah.
No.
So
I'm actually doing.
No. Yeah.
I'm actually doing the recording at my good friend Jason's Stable's house. So Jason's provided me with a place to do the challenge, and also he's going to he's just going to basically sit back and be the medical assistant if necessary.
Now, this is something interesting, right? You told me that you're actually going to attempt something straight after the Australian Chilli Championship. Are we allowed to talk about that at all? Like, what's the story with that? Yeah. So you told me that you're going to your mate's Bucks party straight after, mate. We'll be cheering you on. You guys probably hear us all the way from SA. Oh, there you go. Cool.
Yeah, so
have you explain that to your mate and just go, hey, just so you know, if I'm looking pretty fucked up, this could be the reason why. Dr. Jason.
I was going to do the Chilli Challenge at the Bucks party, but being his Bucks party, I didn't want anything to overshadow his day.
Didn't want to steal his thunder. Yeah.
I didn't want to try and make my Chilli Challenge I didn't want to take the spotlight away from his Bucks party by doing the Chilli Challenge at the Bucks party. So I'll be doing the Chilli Challenge at 6 p.m. on Saturday. And then, fingers crossed, I'll be fit enough to ride up to Newcastle.
Oh, you're right. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
It's in Newcastle, so
yeah.
I'm hoping that I'm going to be fit enough to ride up. I know it's probably going to take me a good half hour maybe to recompose myself and sort of get things back on track.
Either that or you have a coffee enema later.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And look, some people would be curious, you know. Obviously, you got Bucks parties. You generally go and drink and have quite a fair bit of booze and to general mischief. Do you think that might make things exponentially worse for your insides afterwards?
I think it might. Alcohol is probably not the best.
They need a bucket on the seat of the bike, says Kylie. Yeah. So that'll certainly be the highway to hell for you, mate. Far out. Are you going to, like, you know, I don't want to be crude or anything, but have you maybe thought about wearing a nappy on the way up? That's pretty intense to go through, mate. Yeah.
Thankfully for me, Chilli doesn't actually affect me that way.
Oh, so it's only the top hole, not the bottom hole.
Yep. I don't get diarrhea or anything like that. Doesn't affect the bottom half, it just affects the top half. It only affects the bottom half when it's coming out.
Well, that's kind of, how it works, yeah.
But like heat-wise.
Oh, yeah, right. Second burn. Fair enough. So what's his next tasty flavour?
I don't get diarrhea or anything.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So what's this next flavour that we're playing with? The next tasty treat.
Well, the next one we're going to have a look at is I have honestly never even heard of this company.
Fart Power, get there quicker, says Kylie.
Apparently, this is America's #1 sauce. So this is Soul Burner.
Oh, this is the Texas bloke. He's in Australia now, obviously. Texas, the Taste of Texas, the #1 sauce. So he's got a mild version of this, and this is the mild version ramped up with Reaper in it. I'm actually quite a fan of this one because he said he played with the flavor on this one so that the Reaper was enjoyable. So it is hot. It's not crazy hot, but it's really enjoyable. So it's got a good burn and it's quite good flavor as well. I highly rate this flavor. This actually, I got this one. I got both the mild one and the hot one floating around my house, and it's so delicious. You know, they're a good combination. Very generous helping of garlic, very sugary, syrupy kind of barbecue sauce. But you gotta enjoy this one, mate. So while you're eating this one, how much are you gonna go with Copper Nasty again? Everyone seems to have their favorites of products versus chilies. While you're pouring that on, I'll let you pour that on there. Yeah. Are you more of a product man, or are you more into your pods and stuff like that? Everyone seems to have that preference, mate. What do you feel? Actually, while you taste that, what do you think of that flavour?
That is amazing.
Right? It's one of the best barbecue sauces I've tried. It's definitely in the top 5, for sure.
It's got such a beautiful barbecue flavour, but hot. Yeah.
There's definitely Reaper in there, but it's good that the flavour grips you first, hey?
Yeah, that flavour is... You get the punch of the barbecue sauce and everything, and then the heat of the Reaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is amazing sauce. That is, oh my God. That is excellent. Absolute good job to them for that. That is a really nice sauce.
So that's Reginald Prohl Jr. from The One Sauce. If you guys want to check him out, facebook.com/The One Sauce. I rate it. I rate it really highly, you know. Up there with Kilty's Chipotle is just, you know, and the cherry ripe Chipotle is. When I heard, have you tried that one yet? The cherry ripe Chipotle from Kilty's sauces?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I heard that and I'm going, what are you doing? Cherry ripened barbecue sauce. But then I had it going, wow, it's so good.
I've got the 3-pack of Kilty's sauce that you gave me in the prize pack. So I don't know. I haven't looked at it to see if that's in it.
Okay. Well, if you ever have the chance to try Cherry Ripe Chipotle by Kilty's, my God, it's such a good, sexy flavor. It's almost like
Cherry Ripe Chipotle.
Yeah. So you know how Kilty's got his hand smoked Chipotle sauce?
Yep.
Yeah. And how sexy that is. He's got this cherry kind of flavor in it, and I'm trying to go, fucking hell, that's really good. And because I was skeptical, going, I don't know about cherry ripe, mate, you know. But wow, that's super up there. And I find it difficult for what doesn't go well with it. You know, it's so good. Oh, you getting a bit of.
For anybody who hasn't noticed yet, I'm doing all of this chili stuff. And every now and then, I'm taking a swig of this. It's actually iced coffee. So, at the moment, it hasn't really affected me, but yeah.
Fair enough.
It doesn't curdle too quickly.
So, we were saying before, what are you more interested in? Are you more of a product man? Are you more of your raw chilies, pods? What do you feel that you gravitate towards more, or what do you enjoy more?
I feel I gravitate more to the pods. I'm very at home here. I'm very synonymous with just like I'll just sit down one night and I'll just mung into some Reaper pods or some Ghost Chili pods, habanero pods, just for sheer fun of it. I think so far I've had, out of that bag that you gave me, I think there was 20 I think there was about 20 Reaper pods, and I've only got these 4 left.
Wow. Because you ate 7 on the day.
Yeah, I ate 7 on the day.
Yeah.
And over the last probably 4 days, I've eaten another 20. Just out of the blue, go to the fridge.
And so, what do you seem to like the most about your pods? Like a lot of people don't like that fruity taste. Like, how would you describe that fruity kind of texture or taste? Because like some people say fruit, some people say pungent. What words would you describe for how you describe the flavor of pods? Because some have got that really
some of the pods,
punchy in your face kind of flavor.
Some pods are very pungent. They don't have a flavor. They just a lot of them taste very earthy, very like dirt. They have a very muddy taste.
Yeah.
Others have like a fruit taste. Like we all know the Carolina Reapers. They have a nice fruity texture and taste to them. Before, of course, before the heat comes in. Yeah.
So you're not really selling me on the muddy taste. Like, why? Tell me why. Why do you like muddy taste? Why do you like pods? Why is it in you? Why do you enjoy the pods more than the products?
For me, pods, I enjoy the pods because it's just a straight up burn. You're not getting a burn from extracts that have been added or tinks or anything like that. Like I understand with the sauces, you're getting a burn from the chili, but you're also getting a mixture of the flavors as well from the sauces. But for me, pods, I love the flavor of the pods because they're natural. There's nothing's been added to them to make them taste nice. I just find they taste nice on their own. Just they have their own nice natural flavor.
No, fair enough. And that's obviously, so there's a lot of people that are in the pure camp. They're like pure pods, and then other people are like, it's what you can do with it, you know. And so it sounds like you're more in the pure camp in that sense, you know, because there is a lot you can do. Yeah,
I understand that there's a lot that you can do with the pods, like in sauces and stuff, but I still like the pods in their natural form.
Yeah, and fair enough. And it's their own. Like, some people look at them like more sweeter stuff. I'm definitely much more in my sweet camp and flavors. But then there's obviously other people that like this savory flavors, and then you said yourself more fruity, pungent kind of flavors and that earthy kind of taste, you know. Yeah. And that's each their own, you know.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there a particular reason?
Don't get me wrong. Like I still love my sauces on steaks, on sausages, in bread roll, like on hamburgers and stuff, and even just a swig of a bottle. But I can't go past the pods, raw pods. Just they're so nice.
There you go. So you're definitely one of those pod people, that's for sure, mate.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the next one? Next thing we're playing with, mate?
So the next thing we're going to play with is we've done the hill.
To move up the scales, aren't we?
We've done that one. So I think the next one we're going to play with, this is sort of ramping things up a little bit. I don't know whether this is hotter than. I don't know whether this one's going to be hotter than the Delta, the COVID-19 Delta. But the next one we're going to have a crack at. This is one of my favourite sauces, but it's one of my most evil sauces. Like I love it, but I hate it. I love the taste.
It's a real love-hate relationship.
I love the taste of it. I love the burn from it, but then after the burn and the taste is gone, I absolutely cannot stand the after effects of it, and that is Scorpion Strike on steroids.
Oh, yeah, this bloody sauce. It's such a divisive sauce. You either love or you hate this sauce. It's really, and it's funny that you say that. You love the hate.
I love to hate this sauce. Now, I actually have another full bottle, which you gave me in my prize pack, so thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Congratulations. I'm almost out of that one.
Oh, got a refill.
So I've got a refill, so thank you, Phil.
Got a refill from Phil from Chili Philly, from BURNIN by Senator. Wow. All right, so I'll let you try some of that. I remember the first time I tried that, man, and I was dumb because I think I got the whole range. I think it was at least 12 sauces from the chili factory. I tried them one by one, and the last one I tried was that one. And I got, okay, cool. And I got a spoonful because I didn't know how hot that kind of heat was. And I poured myself a bourbon and Coke afterwards. And I was going, oh, shit, that's fucking hot. And then I drank the bourbon going, that made it worse. What's wrong with me? Because it's bourbon and Coke. I was like, oh, shit. And then I jumped in the pool to try and cool down. And I went, oh. I was like, yeah, that was definitely worse, exposing myself to more water and spreading it. And it went all over my face too. I was like, yeah. But so let's go sort of back to what we were saying before about training, prep, and conditioning, right? There always seems to be these different dividing camps about what you should do for training, what you should do for prep, what you should do for conditioning. How do you feel that for a competition, what is your method to your madness of training, prep, and conditioning? Is there a certain way you go about it? Like a certain thing that works for you? Tell us your process, mate.
For me, really, it's like before I'm doing a comp, I'll make sure that I've had something good to eat. You want to make sure that you've got something in your stomach. I usually find I'll get a couple of the hottest sauces I've got, and I'll usually do a couple of tablespoons of them. And rather than just do the tablespoon and swish it down, like swallow it, I'll actually get the tablespoon and I'll swish it around in my mouth. And I'll just let it sit there and ferment in my mouth until I literally cannot bear the pain anymore, and then swallow.
Wow.
Just so as I can get used to the burn and the heat level.
Yeah. Jeez.
And then I find the other thing, which to me is probably the most important thing when doing extreme challenges like this, just make peace with the fact that it's going to hurt. Because that's the number one thing you've got to make peace with. You've got to make peace with and understand that you're going to be in immeasurable amounts of pain.
It reminds me of that meme with the dog where the dog's inside the house that's full of fire. It goes, this is my life now, or this is fine. Is that kind of what you mean? You're just like, this is okay. Yep. Well, I'm all right. I'm not going to die or something like that. Is that what you mean? Like,
yep.
Yeah. And so then you're prepping your conditioning, right? Is there a certain go-to that you have? You're saying you don't go on an empty stomach. Is there certain things you go to, or certain things that are good, or are there certain things that are no-nos where you go, no, that doesn't help me? Like, what do you feel with that?
Food-wise?
Yeah, or whatever you choose to put in there, yeah.
What, you mean eating before the challenge? What?
Yeah, correct.
I find, I've tried different things. So, what was it? The Central Coast Chili Festival. I actually had 2 salad rolls before that. I made 2 cold meat and salad rolls before that. The Canberra Chili Festival, that was interesting because I rocked up to Gold Creek in Canberra, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll go and get a bite to eat and that. So I went and got a bite to eat at KFC. Anyway, so I went and got a bite to eat at KFC, and I found the problem that I had was I ate too early.
Oh no! So it's already starting to go down, and your stomach lining is exposed to go
down. Because I actually went to the ice cream shop, and I bought a tub of the or not a tub. Well, I bought a small bowl of the Reaper ice cream, which was absolutely amazing. Oh my god, that stuff is absolutely just to die for.
Yeah.
And it actually started giving me stomach cramps.
Really?
Yeah. And I thought, holy shit, like if that's giving me stomach cramps right before the comp, like I think it was about an hour before the comp, and I was like, holy shit, like I can't do a chili comp if I'm now on an empty stomach.
Yeah. So you obviously reconsidered your prep and your conditioning, and gone, okay, we're gonna redo what we're doing here, or add something else.
So
in
what
there.
I actually did, I jumped on my motorbike and I went for a ride over to Coles near Gold Creek, and I went and bought myself some rolls, some lettuce, tomato, cheese. Went back to my room and sort of tried to devise a way of cutting it. Actually, I had to buy a knife from Coles because I had no utensils or anything
No
at the
cutting utensils.
I
Yeah.
had no utensils or anything at the place I was staying in Gold Creek. So yeah, I went back, cut up the tomatoes and everything, and made up some salad rolls and quickly ate them. And that was about 10 minutes before the comp started. So
Yeah. Well, there you go, mate. And so it sort of sounds almost as well like that's a fair amount of food to put in before a competition as well.
Yeah.
It sounds like there seems to be a bit of a stereotype where there's a lot of guys that are in the competitions that are pretty hefty blokes, and you're not a little bloke either, mate. You know, you stand over me a fair bit as well, and I'm 6 foot, so clearly, you know, you're not a little guy. Do you feel that your size as well helps a little bit? Because you got more of the tank?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. And I feel that maybe give you a bit of an advantage with maybe consumption, and obviously then being able to put that stuff at the bottom to put that barrier as well, I feel might help you too.
Yeah, I kind of feel because of my size, like I do I can put a lot more away.
Which is weird because Greg sort of breaks that stereotype where he's just 5 foot or he's just over 5 foot, and he doesn't put anything in the tank. And I'm going,
he's not a tall guy. He's rather short.
You know, and it's so bizarre seeing him just monster. So many people going, how? He just completely breaks the stereotype. Yeah.
When he done the Reaper challenge at Newcastle, I have absolute utmost respect for Greg. He's the Aussie champion. He's the man we're trying to beat. Look, I had written him off before he even started the comp. In all fairness, you know, I probably before that I hadn't really sort of taken him seriously, but after seeing him put down all those Reapers, 161, my God, I just thought because of his size, I didn't think he'd be able to muscle down 161 Reapers, but he did. He found a way to do it, and he did it.
Yeah, and that's quite frightening. But then, what was interesting was after I asked him, I said, "Why did you stop?" He goes, "Oh, it's full." He didn't go, "Oh, I'm hurting. Oh, I'm dying." He chatted.
That's right.
The freakiest thing that freaked me out as well was he chatted with the audience for 5 minutes after we finished the stream. He didn't run away. He didn't go and purge. And I've gone, now, mate, you've got an incredible amount of Reapers in you. Maybe you should go get rid of that. He goes, oh yeah, okay. Like, just really calmly, like, not even thinking about that. And all he had was a couple of sips of lemonade. I've gone, what? And then, like you were saying for prep, what you did, you put the rolls in. I said, what did you whack in before you? And he goes, he's lactose intolerant. He had a cheeseburger with that cheese and a soy latte. I'm going, what? That was his prep. And I'm just going, okay, mate, whatever. Look, just so, he's certainly breaking some stereotypes and some walls there. Because, so now that you, like you said before, you sort of read him off before. How do you feel about him now? Now that you've seen that, you've seen how he went last year, and you've seen how he went with this world record. How does that make you feel now?
It's going to take a monumental effort. Doesn't matter who it is. It's going to take a monumental effort to knock him off.
Does it feel like you and Hot Wheels and the other guys is all fighting Thanos in the Avengers to try and jab him from all the different directions?
Yeah. It's for me. It's I'd really love to. I'd really love to like give the comp a real big shake up. Look, I'll be happy with whatever. Wherever I finish, I've given it a go. I've had a crack, and that's all that really matters.
Yeah, 100%. And and we appreciate that everyone this is going to be difficult. There is no easy in this comp. There isn't an easy round. There isn't. It just isn't. You know, you might find something easier than some of the other competitors because everyone has a weakness and a strength. You know, but we're going to exploit everyone's weaknesses. We're going to exploit everyone's strengths. Everyone is going to be exposed to their worst nightmare in this chili competition, whether you like it or not. Because, as you know, and everyone knows, in a chili comp, anything goes. It just goes. So, look, when we're delving into this now, one of the things that seems to keep coming up, right, in competition is the mindset, the competing competition mindset. Have you got a mindset in mind? Do you go about things in a certain way in your head, or have you got a game plan for the comp in your head? Is there something in there, in that noggin that you've got that you're like, oh, this is the strategy, or what's the story, mate?
I wouldn't say I really have a strategy. It's more, to me, it's more just round by round.
Take one round at a time.
Yep, I just take it one round at a time. I try to do the best. I try to do the best I can. Finish first if I can, and then just take the next round as it comes.
Nigel says you rock, Adam. Yeah, bloody oath he does, yeah. And that's the thing. Every one of these guys that are participating in this competition are absolute spice legends. You're all chili champions in your own right anyway. And what I was going to say before is, look, all that the people can do on their day is their absolute best. It's the same as boxing, right? You're only as good as the day you compete. You know, and that's all I can ask for you guys is just do your absolute best. Don't shit on anyone for this competition because, my God, like I said, I'm going to say this again. Normal people can't do these things that these guys are doing, right? No matter how far, small or big, that these guys get in the competition, don't shit on them. Congratulate them because this stuff is not normal. This stuff is not okay for normal people, and a lot of chili heads will not be able to handle some of these rounds. These are significantly crazy rounds. This is the reason why this is the national competition. You guys are on a different level to the average person and the average chili head. So that's why you're there representing your states, because you've undergone a lot of training. And if you haven't, then you're in a different mind state. That's for sure. You know? Yeah. So everyone should be proud and absolutely barrack whoever they're going for, no matter what, because, this is a horrendous ordeal for the internal organs. And, that's right. You're a winner no matter what you're doing. You give it an absolute go. Exactly. That's what Kylie said. Totally agree with that. So, mate, so no secrets to your mindset. You just said just one at a time. Any other things? Any Wusfraba kind of moments where
no, not
just
really.
sort of... No, fair enough.
I just look to each round at a time.
Yeah, fair enough. So you started getting into those reapers, matey. What is the next thing you're going to be playing with us for tonight, mate? Are we going to see you do those gummies, or what else are we doing?
I'm looking at the gummies and I'm looking at the honey and I'm thinking, I don't think I want to do them because, Okay,
so what are you going to do next then? He's thinking. Looks like you've got a lot of stuff there on the table, actually. Oh, what's that? Oh, that looks like the smoky BURNIN Reaper from Hov's Kitchen.
It doesn't have a label or anything.
No, I know what that is because I remember giving that one to you. So I think it's BURNIN Reaper from Hov's Kitchen, that one. Yeah. And that will be actually one of the rounds of the competition, the Australian Chilli Championship. So it'll be a whole shot of that. So that is that whole jar. Oh, yeah. So she's nice and warm, that one. She's certainly floral, like you were saying before as well. Don't cross swords. Cross swords, Adam. Tracy's saying cross swords. So what are you going to dip one of the bears in the sauce?
Ooh.
Oh, he's like, oh, that's an idea. Hello now. Whoa now. He's having a think. Certainly, I see that you're certainly warm right now. Or are you going to dip a Reaper in there? I don't know. No. I won't make you do any of that, mate. That's a bit rough.
That Reaper, wow,
I got to say, they're pretty bloody big reapers, aren't they, mate?
they are.
So we have to thank Jules Jam and Jellies for these reapers, and we also have to thank her for her amazing work. She has created our pods for the competition. As you guys know, Australia is a pretty phenomenally large place, and unfortunately, Western Australia and South Australia have some pretty hectic fruit fly laws. So to get around those laws, we have created candied chilies, and we've vacuum sealed them so they're airtight, so that we don't break any laws and fruit flies can't get in them or out of them. And they've also vacuum sealed as well for freshness. So they are just as tasty as when they get over there as when it's been candied. So I'm sure that a lot of the guys last year, they tried them. They really enjoyed them because amazingly they didn't lose any heat, and they also had great flavor as well. And the way that the consistency we've gotten them from Jules is that they're nice and juicy as well. They're not that crazy toffee apple, but they're still the toffee apple kind of idea. So they're juicy and tasty. And so these are been brought in by Jules as well. So I like to thank Jules Jam and Jellies again. She's an amazing sponsor. She's gone above and beyond. She's helped us in some of the things that we signed an NDA with, and she made that happen. I'd like to thank her for that. And we will reveal that information later on in a later on date. And she has helped us. Without her, we wouldn't have the Australian Chilli Championships. She's done amazing work on a massive scale. Which isn't appreciated enough. So, guys, if you haven't seen her, we're going to put that link up, Jules Jam and Jellies. If you want her number, I'll give you guys her number. She makes amazing stuff, amazing products. You need to get hold of her stuff as well, for sure. Okay, mate. So what are you going to do? You're going to dip some of that stuff?
Yep.
Good one. Dipping a bit of that one. That's nice. So, look, we were just talking about the competition mindset and stuff like that. Tell us, what advice would you give to people that are wanting to get into competition eating? They're wanting getting into what you're doing, or chili reviewing, or chili competing, or chili events, mate. What advice would you give to people that want to do that, or maybe even to like your younger self?
I don't know. That's a really hard question. Like,
is that because you're burning, or is that just philosophical as well?
both.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
At the moment, like, it's getting harder and harder to talk, and but for me, I don't know. It's, if I was to give advice to anybody who was wanting to start doing comps, or I mean, I'd say start off small and just work your way up.
Yeah.
Start small and work your way up and find out where your limit is.
Yeah, because like I think there's something that Eddie Griffin sort of said that in one of his comedy acts. You got to find out where you fit in the food chain sometimes as well.
Yeah.
You can always train, you can always build tolerance, but sometimes it'll take a bit longer than you might believe, especially when it comes to competitions, because you just don't know.
Right. I mean, if you go out and try the world's hottest sauce or something like that, and you can't handle it
straight off the bat, yeah.
I mean, where do you go from there?
Yeah.
Right?
You're in a world of pain.
That's right. So I find if you start at the bottom and work your way up, work your heat level up, and just find out where your tolerance is, and go from there.
To quote Eddie Griffin, he goes, "Everybody walking around when they're younger thinking they're Billy Badass. Then they come across Billy Badass. They're suddenly like, oh, I'm good at math." You never know until you come across one of those great white shark kind of competitors, and you're like, oh shit, I'm not as good as this as I thought. And again, I'm not going to discourage people from competing. Absolutely go for it. But if you have a limit, know your limit, or work up, build your limit up, 100%, because you've got to work on and improve if you want to compete. It's not easy. Some of these guys like Adam, he certainly makes it look easy, but it's not.
Look, in all honesty, it's not bloody easy. Like, honestly, I am burning. Like, it is absolutely torture.
And you've actually got to, and this, what's frightening about you guys is you've got incredible poker faces, right? And I think that's sort of part of the competition and competing as well, is who's got a better poker face as well, that's that mental thing as well, because, everyone can be on the same level, but who's throwing everyone off mentally more could be the difference between a winner, because you're just bluffing. It's certainly like the most dangerous, hot poker game you could probably think of, isn't it?
Yeah. I try very hard not to show my emotions or heat. If I'm absolutely burning and absolutely in pain, I'll try my absolute best not to let that be seen.
100%, mate. So, look, last question. What are we going to eat now, or what are you trying now? Then this last one.
Well,
you got to go ripper and smoke.
I was going to have a crack at the Savage gummy bears, but I want to save them. I think tomorrow I'm going to have a crack at the Savage gummy bears and the Death Incarnate.
Death Incarnate. Okay. Yeah.
So I think at the moment, I'm going to go with some candied chocolate Reapers.
All right, mate. Well, you want to bust them out, and we'll ask you this last question then. These ones look really gooey too.
They are very gooey.
So make sure you wash your hands straight up. That's what I was saying. They've got that really juicy kind of texture. These particular ones, they're extra juicy, like Tracy was saying. They're sort of almost like gushers. They've got so much in them. There's a lot of juice in these ones. So they'll be very floral, and these are going to be very hot as well. So how many of those are going to be, mate?
I'll do about 4 of them.
I'm just going to go 4. Far out. All right, mate. Well, I'll let you go. I won't get in your way. Having a schmigarette while we.
Yep.
Does cigarettes help calm down the nerves? What do you think?
I think it works 2 ways. It works a good way and it works a bad way. So for me, I think it calms the nerves down.
Or maybe distracts as well.
It helps calm the nerves down. But on the flip side, in the wise words of my good friend Jason Stables, it's kind of like sucking your tongue.
Okay.
Because when you take a draw of the cigarette and you inhale, you burn even more.
Oh no, that's a good point.
It actually burns even more. It's similar. It's quite similar. Having a really hot chili sauce or eating a really hot chili or something like that, and then having a smoke afterwards.
Right.
It burns all over again when you inhale.
So you're reintroducing more heat.
You're reintroducing more heat when you're already burning, which is kind of like sucking your tongue.
Right.
After you've had a hot chili or something, and you suck your tongue. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you suck your tongue, it burns all over again.
I've never actually done that before, but I do know when you like cough or whatever, as soon as you cough, you're like, ugh, you like get that bit at the back of the throat, like, oh, there it is again. Or you burp and you get the chili burp / chili burp, and you're like, and you get the chunks, you're like, oh yeah, there's that chunky monkey that's been reintroduced yourself.
When you do a really hot sauce next time, or a Reaper or something, afterwards, while you're in the middle of burning, suck your tongue.
And that will hurt more or hurt less?
It'll hurt more.
That's not a great incentive to suck my tongue then, mate.
It's not a great incentive, but it's fun to do.
You're like, oh, there it is. Fuck you. Yeah.
we do it quite often when we're at when I'm at Jason's and we're doing sort of, we'd have Tracy and Tony and some of the guys around, and we'd be doing all the like product tests and the tinctures and stuff. Out of nowhere, Tracy will just say, "Oh, suck your tongues," and we all do it just for shits and giggles.
Wow. And so you're gluttons for punishment. Maybe it's the capsaicin soaked into your tongue and then you're squeezing it back out again. Could be.
I'm guessing that's to do with it, yeah. But it's
all right.
a lot more.
All right, mate. So you're going to jump into these chocolate reapers then? So we're going to attempt 4, is that? You're going to still stay on 4 or? Oh,
yep.
Cool. Oh, pull the stem off. Oh, there we go.
So there's one.
All right. So tell us, in your opinion, are these reapers, the choc reapers, hotter than the reds, or do you think they're milder? Like when you try them?
Well, I've always heard the chocolate ones are milder than the red.
Okay.
But I don't believe we tried these ones at the festival.
Look like plums. I'll tell you what, mate, there's some spicy plums, these ones. Don't stick that spicy plum up your bum. God, imagine putting these in prune juice. Far out. That's the spicy prune juice. You're like, it hurts you. You'd be like holding on the toilet. Ah! That'd be the most craziest prune juice, yeah.
There's a few people at work that I'd like to put some chocolate Carolina Reaper prune juice on their breakfast.
Well, now you got a few to play with, mate.
Not really. I wouldn't really want to do that. But.
Fair enough. All right, mate. Well, I'll let you jump into those, and then we'll ask you their last question, mate. Oh, there's one. Oh, geez, he just throws them in. 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. 5. Jeez. How do they taste, mate? Is it good? Are they good candied?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you like that candy feel. Yeah. But heat-wise, how do they taste flavour-wise and heat-wise? Chewing, analysis, wafting.
Flavour-wise, they're amazing. Like, they're so sweet and decadent.
Okay. But what about heat-wise, though, mate?
Look, heat-wise, I'm not getting a great burn. I'm not getting it doesn't feel like a Reaper burn to me.
Not yet, yeah. But obviously you've already eaten red Reapers already. They were like straight, fresh and floral.
That's the thing. So I've already...
So in comparison, it might not be, and you might not have that kind of taste or burn right now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They are nice. They're nice and sweet and decadent. As for heat-wise, there was a little bit of a burn there, but there's not a great deal of burn from that.
There you go. Too easy for the Adam the Chilli King. There you go. Well, all right, we'll ask you the last question, matey. So, look, obviously you've got the chili competition coming up, the Australian Chilli Championship. What's in the future for Adam the Chilli King Connell? What are we getting up to next? What's your mission next, mate? What are we attempting?
Well, look, chili-wise, I don't know. I haven't really looked to the future after the Australian Chilli Championships. As we all know, Greg's going to be taking on the is it the New Zealand champion?
Yeah, so he'll be at the New Zealand Hot Sauce Festival in the New Zealand Chilli Championships, taking on the New Zealand Chilli Champion as well. So he'll be in the final round. I think it's Heat 5 they call it, taking on the finalists in that competition, which will include, I believe, Jesse Painter. And so that will be a belt match as well. So whoever walks away from that competition, winner or victorious, gets the belt, the Oceania belt. So, yeah, and then they have the right to face off for the world title belt, which is held by Shahina Wasim, also known as, a.k.a. the UK Chili Queen. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see how that goes.
Now that's actually interesting because
Is it building now?
I'm starting to get it's not so much a mouth burn, it's more of a throat burn.
Okay, well, maybe they're scorpions. We might have mistaken them for scorpions then. That's the case. You might have been right, actually. There might be scorpions. Yeah.
I thought they were scorpions because these were the ones that we had in the second round at Parramatta.
Yeah. Oh, no, you didn't. First round, you didn't have any of those ones. First round, you had the Naga Vipers.
Right, so it was the Naga Vipers we had.
Yeah, no, we didn't put any of those ones down. So the Vipers had more of a reddish-orange kind of colour. These ones, obviously, you can see they're very chocolatey. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought these were the leftover Naga Vipers.
No, incorrect. None of that. Yeah, they're only about 1.3 mil, realistically.
That's giving me a really, really nasty throat burn.
Well, there must be scorpions then for sure. Yeah, fair enough, mate. All right. Well, look, you've got.
As for the future, I mean, I haven't really looked into the future as to chili wise. Personally, so I've been an aged care nurse for the Salvation Army for 8 years.
Yep.
When my 10 years comes up, sort of, I'll probably stay with the Salvation Army for a little bit longer, but I'm actually looking into becoming a paramedic.
Oh, good one. So you'll be helping people on both sides of the chili comp.
Yeah.
And so does that mean that you'll specialise at chili festivals as well?
Yeah.
Maybe. You're like, yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Fair enough.
I'll be the chili eating paramedic.
Chili paramedic. So to answer your question, matey, where do you get a lot of these are donated from or acquired from the Chili Kings. So check them out, www.chillikings.com.au or facebook.com/Chili Kings. They're based down in Melbourne, Victoria, and they have an amazing range as well. So we get a lot of stuff from them, as well as Oz Chili and a few other bangers around Australia as well. But Chili Kings are definitely one of the guys, one of the best growers in Australia. There's quite a few. And they're definitely up there as well. But, mate, look, congratulations, mate. You absolutely smashed it tonight, and also, good luck in the Australian Chilli Championships. Have you got anything left to say to your fellow competitors with the competition looming? It's only T-minus less than 2 days to go. How do you feel, and what are you going to say to these people that you are facing off against, mate? Wow.
Well, I hope everyone brings their A game. Let's make a really good show of it.
100%, mate.
And to the champion, Greg, we're coming for you.
Ooh, sounds like a threat, mate. All right. Good stuff, mate. Well, hopefully I'm going to see you at 6 p.m. So that's right, guys. Everyone on the east coast of Australia, August 13th, that's this Saturday, 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's 4 p.m. Western Australia. That is 5:30 p.m. South Australia. And I apologise, I can't think off the top of my head whereabouts you guys are in the world for America and that. But it will be obviously a different time. But it will be 6 p.m. Sydney time, August 13th. So that's this Saturday, Spice Legends. So less than 48 hours away. Wow, I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be fantastic. We have 6 red-hot ripper competitors, and all I have to say is congratulations and good luck to all you legends that compete on Saturday, because you're all winners in my eyes as well. All right, Adam, we'll let you go, matey. You have an excellent night, and I'll see you in the Australian Chilli Championships, mate.
See you then.
All right, see you, legend. Oh, wow, Spice Legends. What a crazy interview. Seeing Adam, the Chilli King Connell, he always keeps pushing the boundary, pushing the bar. I can't wait to see what he's going to do in the Australian Chilli Championships this Saturday. Again, August 13th, this Saturday, 6 p.m. Wow, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Set it to that time, 6 p.m. Sydney time. Wherever you're in the world, we're going to be live here on Facebook, BURNIN Bites Down Under. So check out facebook.com/BURNIN Bites Down Under. It's burning without the G, burning, right? Because it's all going down. Don't miss a single thing. Comment in, push your best, your favorites. Tell them to get going, keep going, push them on. That might be that one comment that pushes them through. Absolutely barrack and congratulate and go for your chili champion, whoever it is that you go for. You know, you might be that one person that pushes it forward. All right, Spice Legends, all I have to say for now is keep calm, be awesome. Woo!